Our Christian groups continue to pray for a peaceful end to the conflicts in South Sudan and the Democratic Republic of Congo. Recent violence in another part in Africa is also causing concern. Eswatini, formerly known as Swaziland, is the only African nation with an absolute monarchy. And in recent days, calls from its citizens for an increased democracy have been met with violence and security forces in the southern African country. Joining us now is Anglican Archbishop Tabo Mahoba, Archbishop of Cape Town and Primate of the Anglican Church of Southern Africa. Your Grace, thank you so much for joining us today. We really appreciate it. The Catholic bishops of Southern Africa, they released a statement calling for more government assistance amid a spike of inflation there. How are the Anglican and Catholic leaders, how are they working together on this issue?
We work very well together on a number of issues. For example, the Catholic Parliamentary Office that does research for the Catholic Bishops' Conference does share their research with us. And I work with my counterpart, the chairperson of the Catholic Bishops' Conference. And then what we normally do as the Anglicans, as much as the Catholic Bishops' Conference, we take some of these suggestions to our synodical governance, so to speak. And so we will be taking the call by the Catholic Bishops' Conference to our synod that is happening next month. And hopefully synod will also endorse it. But as the president of the South African Council of Churches, again, we work with the Catholics, and when denominations bring forward some of these important pressing matters, we do disseminate them across the churches and give, so to speak, our stamp of approval.
And before I let you go, I understand that you recently attended the Lambeth Conference in England, though it was for Anglican leaders. The Vatican also sent a delegation. How important do you think it is for the two churches to work together, not just in Africa, but also around the world?
It is very important. I think we've been working, I think the last Archbishops of Canterbury have met the last four Holy Fathers, the popes, and for mutual greetings and paying courtesy calls to each other. But as the Anglicans, we've been working on the Anglican Catholic dialogues for more than 40 years, looking at what are some of the things that are doable that we can work on together. So it is very important because this is God's church. And even with our histories, we need to know that we are called to participate in what God is up to in God's world, in a broken and desperate world that needs hope. So hope knows no denomination.
I'm so glad you said that, because we definitely need that right now. Before I let you go, Your Grace, wondering if there's anything else that you'd like our audience to know about specifically what is happening in Africa right now.
I think specifically what's happening in Africa now, we know, and we are glad a number of people have been vaccinated and the scourge of COVID seemed to have abated. But we were pained that there was lack of solidarity initially when the vaccines were rolled out and there was no sharing in the know-how. And the Catholic and the Anglican teaching of the common good was really ignored or trumped upon. So there was no solidarity in sharing those vaccines. But more and more people have been vaccinated, and we still hope that those that have the know-hows in not only COVID vaccines and medication, but in all medicine, they may share generously, particularly with those that do not have, especially in Africa and within the poorest of the poor.
Oh, Your Grace, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us today. We really appreciate it. God bless you.